we'll be going over what the IRS website says about paying taxes on time. This is probably one of the more frequently asked questions on the YouTube channel, just in general, specifically from people who are trying to figure out what timely payment of your taxes looks like. So there's a couple of things that you should probably take into consideration. And so we'll go through those in the course of this video. We'll go through each of those in this video. We'll also put a link in the show notes to this page on the IRS website, as well as resources we've created about certain forms or articles or other videos that may be of interest in this situation. As you can tell, this is a page that I check into frequently. When I answer questions on the forum or on the YouTube channel, I specifically will look up each answer to make sure that what I'm saying is the truth as I understand it, or that at the very least I can point to a reference when I'm answering a question. So in this, we're going to talk about when taxes are due, how you can make tax payments, what you should consider doing if you're not able to pay your entire tax bill on time, and then what you can do kind of to go further. So this is part of a series on the IRS website. You can actually go back and review similar how to file your tax returns, what you need to file, gathering your documents, all of those things. So specifically, your tax filing deadline generally is April 15th of the year following your tax year, unless that happens to fall on a holiday or a weekend. And in this case, for the 2024 tax season, it does not. So April 15th is the due date. So you can get an extension, but that would be an extension to file your tax return, not necessarily to pay your taxes. So there are a couple of exceptions, most notably for U.S. service members that are stationed in a combat zone, for example. Some overseas taxpayers do get a filing and a payment extension. But generally speaking, even if your accountant puts you on extension, you should at least be making sure that you have an estimated payment, or you have a reasonable assumption that you've paid the taxes that you owe by the tax filing deadline. So if you have self-employment income, if you have other income where taxes weren't withheld, besides your W-2 type income, then you may need to make quarterly estimated tax payments. So we'll put links in the show notes to some of these resources. You can make a tax payment online from your bank account. There's a link on the IRS website where you can do just that. So when you navigate to this page, you can go to this make a tax payment if you feel like you need to make that online payment. You can use a credit card or your bank account to do this electronically. Please note that the IRS will charge a fee. Well, the IRS uses third-party processors who will charge a fee, either a flat dollar or a percentage of the payment, or both. So keep that in mind. Whereas your bank account or direct funds transfer transactions are usually free. So keep that in mind, especially if you're trying to make a big payment. I mean, even that 1% to 2% or 3 or 4% can add up. So you can make a payment plan. We'll put links in the show notes on how you can request one and what that looks like. The IRS will always encourage you to pay your taxes in full because you'll have penalties and interest that can accrue until you pay off the balance. But you can pay as you go. There's a tax withholding estimator. We also use, there's a worksheet in the instructions for IRS Form 1040-ES. So we'll put links in the show notes to all those different things. So again, this is just part of the series of filing your tax returns, checking your documents, getting all of your things in order, and then being ready to file taxes next year. That's probably another way to get ahead of your tax issues. So if you're clawing yourself out of last year's tax trouble and you're trying to figure out how to pay your taxes on time, then the next logical step would be to do everything you can to make sure that you're ready for your tax return for the 2025 season, basically taking care of yourself so that when you're in 2026, you're a little bit ahead of the game. So that's all we have for this video. As I mentioned, we'll put links in the show notes to resources we've created that might help you or that might be of interest. So if you like our articles, please subscribe to our newsletter. If you like our YouTube videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you have a question about a certain IRS topic or issue and you want to see how we can find the answer to that, please hit me up in the comment section. I'd be more than happy to see if I can't research something and try to find an answer that exists on the IRS website so I can help illustrate it for the rest of the community. So if you don't have any questions, I hope this video does you well, and I hope you have a good day. Thank you very much.